Respected Chinmay Pandaji, distinguished guests and friends, I am delighted to attend the Global E-Summit on India and Latvia, a personal bond, being organized by Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya Haridwar and the Center for Baltic Culture and Studies. Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya is a unique institution which represents the confluence of traditional education with science and spirituality. It has always been the vision of Chinmay Pandaji for the university to have an internationalist vision, and this Global E-Summit is a perfect manifestation of this. I'm happy to note that this center envisions to foster and promote cultural exchanges between India and Baltic countries, which would be very useful in spreading knowledge about the shared history, heritage, and culture of India and the Baltic nations. I also welcome the fact that the center intends to teach Latvian, Lithuanian, and Estonian languages as open electives, as well as promote cross-language translations of important literary works of mutual interest, including preparation of Hindi-Latvian and Hindi-Lithuanian dictionaries. India's cooperation and friendly relations with the three Baltic states have been growing since their independence in 1992. However, the historical ties between India and Baltic states are much older, dating back to the 19th century, when Latvian and Lithuanian scholars began to study their national literature to see connections between Baltic languages and Sanskrit and the Vedas. Also, the non-violent resistance movement of the Baltics saw the influence of Mahatma Gandhi. Presently, there is a high potential for developing close cultural and linguistic bonds and people-to-people connect between India and the Baltic states. The topic for today, India and Latvia, a personal bond, is well-timed and very appropriate in today's global context. India and Latvia have commonality of views and have stood together on important regional and global issues. We deeply cherish our friendship with the people of Latvia. India is committed to strengthening relations with Latvia in all the spheres, business and investment, cultural and academic cooperation, and especially in the sphere of people-to-people contact. Earlier this month, on the 5th of November, we held the first India-Nordic-Baltic conclave on the theme An Innovation-Driven Partnership for Growth in a New World. I'm sure it will give a significant fillip to our trade ties with all these countries. The historic visit of Honorable Vice President of India, Shri Venkaiah Naidu ji, to the three Baltic nations in August 2019 was truly a landmark. It was an occasion of great pride and honor when the Vice President of India unveiled the bust of Mahatma Gandhi at the prestigious National Library of Latvia in Riga on the 19th of August 2019. I thank the government of Latvia and the National Library for this gracious gesture. I am confident that the bust of Mahatma Gandhi would be a source of inspiration to the visitors to the National Library in Riga. The visit of Prime Minister, His Excellency Maris Kučinskis, to India in November 2017 was also very significant. His participation, along with a business delegation at World Food India 2017, has been a high point in the relationship and helped to deepen our partnership. Professor Emeritus of the University of Latvia, Mr. Viktors Ivbulis, is a leading scholar in Indology. His translations of Indian texts by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore and others from Bengali into Latvian language have been appreciated widely. The Indian community in Latvia, though small, has succeeded in developing warm relationships with the people of that country. Latvia has become a very attractive destination for students, and I understand that nearly 1,000 Indian students are pursuing courses there. As I said earlier, people-to-people ties are the cornerstone of our friendly relations, and here I cannot overemphasize the importance of yoga, Ayurveda, Indian cinema, Indian cuisine, Indian dance and music, which are becoming increasingly popular in Latvia. Interest in Latvian culture is similarly increasing among our people in India, particularly Latvian films and literature. There are historical linkages between Sanskrit and Latvian language. Our traditional system of holistic healthcare, yoga and Ayurveda are equally important in Latvia now. Let me therefore conclude by congratulating the Dev Sanskriti Vishwavidyalaya for organizing this Global E-Summit. I am sure it will help promote mutual scholarship between India and Latvia and take our bilateral ties to an even higher level. I wish the summit all success. Thank you.